Welcome, people, to the horrendous world of... Actually, no, forget this. You've had your chance. It's all about me, baby. Nah, of course not. It's all about Nightmare on Elm Street. This is Halloween week number... Come on. Number 2. And today we're going to be looking at one of my favorite... No, not one of. My definitive favorite slasher movie of all time, Nightmare on Elm Street. This movie is directed by Wes Craven and stars Robert Englund as Freddy Krueger. And let me just start out by saying Freddy Krueger is by far my favorite slasher villain ever. So, to the movie. Excuse me. This movie came out in the 80s and is during the heyday of slasher movies. Basically what Freddy Krueger is, as he was a... Basically, he worked at a school and he got in some trouble with some kids, and the parents decided to take action and they actually burned him. They burned him. But what happened basically is his spirit survived and is now haunting in the dreams of the children of the parents who burned him. And basically, what I like about this movie is scary. I'm going to tell you right now. Freddy is an awesome villain. He's one of the few slasher villains with a voice, and, excuse me, I tell you what, he definitely takes advantage of it, because he's funny, he's witty, but he's scary as fuck. Seriously. And what was interesting about Freddy is, since he was the first slasher villain with a real voice, because remember, Jason didn't speak, neither did Michael Myers, so he was the really first one to have a real personality. And that's why I love him, because he has an awesome personality. So, there are a lot of movies in the series. I have the box sets right here. There are 8 movies. 8 movies in the original series, not counting the piece of crap remake that they did a few years back. So basically, Freddy's been around a while, and he's been in a lot. So, basically, Robert Englund is the one who plays Freddy, and he does a very good job playing Freddy. He plays it through the entire series. Every single one, always played by him. And you know what? No one else could ever play Freddy better than he could. I'm sorry, Jackie Earle Haley. You weren't bad, but you're no fucking Robert Englund, I tell you that much. So, sorry, I was admiring my glove. I love this thing. So, basically, do I recommend this movie? Actually, before I get to the recommendation, let me point out, this was Wes Craven's first real stab at horror before he did Scream. And I'm sure if any of you guys have seen Scream, there's actually a ton of references to Freddy Krueger in the movie. And if you watch, I believe, Scream 2, I believe, don't quote me on that, there's actually a Freddy jacket hanging in the closet of the main girl. It's a nice little tidbit. Plus, they mention him throughout the series and movie references and stuff. But Wes Craven was only involved for the first movie and the second to last movie. He did the original, and then he did Wes Craven's New Nightmare. And basically, those two are the best, I think, out of the series. But there are several, the other ones aren't bad, but with the new director came different interpretations of Freddy, and sometimes they worked, sometimes they didn't work. But bottom line is definitely one of my favorite slasher movies of all time. Very bloody, very gory, really suspenseful, very scary. Like I said, Freddy's a great character, and the movie's a lot of fun. You know, it's a slasher movie. It's cheesy, bloody fun. I mean, that's all it is. But another thing I'd like to point out is Freddy actually did a crossover movie with slasher villain Jason in Freddy vs. Jason, and holy shit, that movie was crazy, but in a good way. Like, lots of fun, so much blood, it's crazy. It's actually one of the first, not one of the first, but one of the few crossover movies ever really made. Like, what came after that? King Kong vs. Godzilla? Piece of shit. So anyway, yes, I highly recommend this movie. Lots of fun, scary, bloody, Just an all-around great movie. Lots of little tidbits. You have to watch the movies more than once to really see some really cool references that they have in there. Gave a lot of stars their big chance to shine. And overall, just a very fun experience. Definitely a Halloween fave. Definitely a must-see for any slasher fan, any horror fan. If you haven't seen this series, what are you doing? Go see it. It's just great. So anyway, yeah, this episode's getting a little long. Anyway, yeah, highly recommend it. I give the first Nightmare on Elm Street a 3 out of 5. I give the series itself just a thumbs up. You know, what you gonna do? Anyway, yeah, stay tuned for more episodes of Halloween Week. Stay tuned for my next costume choice, and I will see you guys later.